Hello everybody, welcome back to another brand new FIA GT Sport video. We're here for the top 16 Superstars race that was held, when was it? It was Saturday or Sunday last week, something like that. But streamed on the GT Sport YouTube channel obviously, same goes for a bunch of other regions as well, so I'll leave a link to the official stream down below. If you want to go and watch it, I recommend you do. It's real good to actually watch back. But anyway, we're here for the Nations Cup in the Group 1 cars. I'm in the Audi R8, the 2016 model. Seemed to be the go-through car, really. We do have a few people trying something a little bit different. There's a couple of Peugeots in this field, and there's an old school Audi R18 from 2011 as well. So it'd be interesting to see where they end up in this field. But just trying to get out for qualifying now, as there we go. Not gonna lie, I just wanted a clean race this time. If anybody did tune in to the first, oh wait, no, not the first, the second Oceania region stream, which was the Group 3 cars at Suzuka, if I'm not mistaken, for the Nations. I didn't really have a good race. I had a pretty crap race, to be honest. I got a couple of BS penalties off the start, which put me on the back foot. Then, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I got into a bit of contact with Dan Holland, which sent me off. He did apologise for that. Didn't really care myself. I mean, my race was ruined anyway. But, you know, that's in the past, so we'll move on, and hopefully we don't have a repeat of what I could confidently say was a nightmare race at Spa. But anyway, on our one and only qualifying lap at the moment, we've got ourselves behind Dylan, or Lindgren, as you'll hear on the official stream. Yeah, and who we got just up the road? I think that's Cody just up the road. Now he's in the Peugeot as well, so it'd be interesting to see where he ends up in this session and in the race in general. Obviously, thing is with this spread of cars as well, the modern R18, which I'm driving, well, which probably 85-90% of the field is driving, for about, I don't know, 10-12 seconds on the lap, we get upwards to nearly 1,000 horsepower because of this extra hybrid boost. Likes of the Peugeot, they don't have that, and same goes for, I think it's Matt McEwen in the older style Audi R18. But when it comes to the higher echelons of, you know, of speed, so to speak, that's where the modern R18 does lack a little bit, just because, you know, no hybrid. But anyway, through the bus stop, up to the line. What is this going to be? A 155.7, puts us P4, now down to P5. Not going to lie, I really wasn't happy with that. I tried to go again, as you can see, but just had no hybrid power, and there was nothing I could do. But one thing that is definitely worth mentioning is I was half a second up in the middle sector on my next run. So if you put that into context, we'd effectively be around about P3, P4 right now. So yeah, that's kind of annoying, to be honest. But anyway, there is your order. Dan Holland on pole position, Matt McEwen in P2 in the older style Audi as well. So that's pretty damn impressive, actually, to see that thing up there. A couple of big names down the field as well. You got Cy Bishop, Matt Simmons, Mahinjit, I think, down there as well. So yeah, that's interesting to see a couple of those guys that far down. But anyway, point situation, 392 on the cards for a win. Strategy, I think I'm just going to start on softs, to be brutally honest. I just want to be able to run, you know, flat out at the start. I didn't want to try and do any weird strategies. I just wanted a straightforward race. So that's exactly what we're going to do. As far as I know, we're just going to start on softs, probably go to mediums, and then hards on the final lap. But let's get into it for the top 16 Superstars at Spa, and let's see what happens. Alright, so here we are getting ready to go racing here for my second attempt at the top 16 superstars. Obviously, the one, what was it, 2 weeks ago or something at Suzuka, that was my debut in the superstars race. As I said, didn't really go well, so hopefully I can have a bit of a reverse fortune this time around. Once again, doing these races with my good mate Alex. You can see him just up there in P5, both in the Audi, both of us. He was actually tempted to give the Peugeot a go, but I kind of convinced him to just go with the grain and get in the Audi. So I don't know, we'll see if that pays off. But anyway, as we're coming up to the bus stop, and here we go. Away we go here at Spa, trying to get the power down there. As you can see, Emily Jones all sideways out of the bus stop. But with this hybrid power, we're able to pull straight up on the Peugeot, and we're going to send it down the inside in turn one. We both go a bit deep, bit of contact made, and there goes Alex. He's going around on the exit of turn one. That's held Cody up. Cody's got a 3 second as well. So what the, I don't even know what the hell's going on there. On the upside though, that's throwing us up into P4 straight away. But man, oh man, that was weird. I can say in the party chat, Alex initially felt like he'd just been turned around by Cody, but from looking at the replay shots afterwards and watching the stream when it was up on the GT Sport channel late last night, looks like Alex has just dropped it on the curb and Cody's collected him, and for some reason he's been given a 3 second time penalty. So yeah, that has absolutely wrecked both their races. But on the upside for us, it's really helped me out. That's up to P3 now as we make a move on Matt McEwen in the older style R18. Now McEwen's on mediums at this point if I'm not mistaken, but here's a perfect example of what I was talking about. Here he comes in that older style R18 in the slipstream, and he just drives right back by us. Now that was kind of annoying, not going to lie, because we're a lot quicker, but again, we just don't have that speed up at the higher end. But when it's in the low speed stuff, we get that hybrid boost. We're just able to go straight on by without a care in the world, and that's exactly what we've done up to P3 now. Hopefully this time we can keep it for a little while, and can say confidently that we have done just that. All the way on to lap 6 now. Nothing really happened, to be honest. Started to pull away from McEwen a little bit. I was actually able to keep the gap pretty level to Lindgren not far up the road. Gap stayed at about 3.5 to 3.8. Basically, this whole first stint since I got past McEwen. Dan Holland, no big surprise, just already completely disappeared up the road, so probably going to be an easy W for him. But anyway, on to the end of lap 7 now. Lindgren and McEwen pitted last lap, and now I'm responding the next time around. Dan Holland in as well, so I'm guessing he'll probably go on the mediums just like we're going to do. Hopefully McEwen hasn't been able to jump us. As I said, he started on medium, so he's on softs now, so let's just see where we come out. There is Emily Jones and Matt McEwen. Now Emily's in the Peugeot. Now that thing is rapid up at the higher end of the speed range, I guess. That's weird phrasing, but anyway. And just look at that thing coming up behind us. Like, I am flat out, but there is just nothing we can do. She just flies on by like I'm standing still. But crucially, we're still ahead of Matt McEwen, but we go deep a little bit there. That might allow him to try and make a move. A bit of a cheeky squeeze there. Yeah, sorry about that, Matt, but I don't think we made contact, or if we did, it was only very light, so if so, I apologise. But and as you can see, McEwen looking really racy at the moment. But again, out of the slow speed corners, we just have that better hybrid boost, which is just able to keep us ahead. But he's right under the rear wing there. You can see him in the mirror, and I think he's going to try and look for a move up the inside. I think I'm actually going to let him go, and yes, we do. So McEwen up into P4. I didn't really want to fight that too hard, to be honest. I had a feeling that Emily would be in anytime soon, maybe in the next 2, maybe 3 laps. and I felt like she was running a pretty reasonable pace, so I thought, you know, if I could try and stick with these guys, I might be able to still be in contention for maybe a top 4, maybe top 5. But anyway, cutting all the way on to the penultimate lap of the race. Once again, really boring, really uneventful. After McEwen got past us, Emily actually pitted at the end of that lap as well, and that basically released me into clean air. And as you can see, at least I've been consistent, but problem is I've been consistently way too slow. But there goes Cody through, up into P4 now. He doesn't have to make a stop, so he'll keep going around, but we have to stop for the hard tyres, just like everybody else in front of us. So Lindgren's in, so's McEwen, so's Holland, and we will follow suit. As far as I'm aware, I'm probably going to be battling for P5 with Emily Jones, so we'll have to keep an eye out. Where is that Peugeot? There she is. So we're actually in a bit of strife here, because I know how this worked out last time, and she's probably going to absolutely blow past us here out of her rouge. Look at the closing speed of that Peugeot. She actually gives me a tiny little tap there, but even when her momentum gets stalled a little bit, she just blows right on by. The speed of that Peugeot is ridiculous. But excuse me, but as far as I know, Emily's actually on soft tyres, where obviously us being on hards, I don't really think we're going to be able to respond. So looks like we're going to be done and dusted, settling for P6 at the moment, barring any mistakes that she might make. I highly doubt that though. I mean, she's not known for making too many mistakes. So yeah, that's I think this is a race, to be honest. We're probably looking at a P6 finish. A couple of guys not too far behind, also on soft tyres, but they're just over 2 seconds back, so I think we should be safe. But yeah, all in all, I think I can safely say that this was a pretty good Superstars race. Excuse me. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm only in the Superstars race for the Nations Cup. I'm not in the top 16 for the Manufacturer Series. Wasn't too fussed if I was, to be honest. The Nations Cup was really, you know, where I'm putting a lot of my time in. But anyway, Dan Holland, convincing win here at Spa, so congrats to him. Matt McEwen comes home in P2, Cody in P3, Lindgren in P4, Emily Jones comes across the line for P5, but for us it's going to be P6 here at Spa. And all in all, I think that's a pretty good race. I don't know if we might have been able to get Emily if there was maybe another lap. There was a few mistakes, not going to lie, you know, in that medium stint, so that probably didn't help me an awful lot. But all in all, I'm happy with a P6. I think that should put me around about 9th or 10th on the leaderboard as well, so we should comfortably stay in the top 16. But all in all, this has been a pretty damn good race. So that's it from me today, guys. If you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe, stay tuned for plenty more. Hope everybody is well as always, and until the next video, I will see you all next time.